Hey y'all, my name is Jay Pun from Chimm. We serve Thai and other Southeast Asian food. Some of you might know me from playing and teaching music, or maybe you came to a Night of Black Innovation, which honored the late Dr. Roland Wiggins, who is a dear friend and customer of ours. Our team is so honored to take part in this year's Greens Cookoff, as I love my greens, including all the Asian ones of course, like snow pea leaves, Chinese broccoli, and yu choy, which is what we'll be cooking for you later in the program. But I also love my collards, kale, and as Andrea knows, callaloo. Our family opened the first Thai restaurant in Charlottesville back in 1997. We called it Thai with an exclamation point. Back then our food was so new it took a while for people to really understand our cuisine. We had a few good years but then ultimately decided to sell it to our friends Thai 99 around the year 2001. We took about a decade off, never thinking we'd ever get back into the restaurant business. My father, and now business partner, asked me if I wanted to join him, helping a friend of his open up her own Thai restaurant. Since Charlottesville already had about 8 or so, I said I'd be part of it only if we included Vietnamese pho, the famous beef noodle soup, which Charlottesville was lacking at the time. So we named it Thai Cuisine Noodle House. Alright, so this is the inside of our dining room at Thai Cuisine on Commonwealth Ave. What was once a bustling little hole in the wall that was packed almost every night is now kind of more like a packing facility for all of our to-go orders. We always had a good amount of takeout orders even when we served people inside, but it is now and will probably remain first priority. At first I didn't really like this whole stereotype of Asian food being fine enough in a box, but now I'm kind of thankful that it travels and reheats so well. In 2018, we opened Chimm at 5th Street Station, so we could also be on the south side of town. At Chimm, we branched out a bit more and started introducing lesser-known Thai favorites to our patrons, including more noodle bowls, like our ever-so-popular boat noodles, khao soi, and other smaller eats like our skewered pork, Isan-style papaya salad, which is extremely spicy and uses a fermented fish sauce. We also added more Vietnamese dishes, including bun vermicelli noodle salads. And while many people's first introduction to Thai food is usually something like pad Thai, we've been so excited to be able to experiment and introduce folks to new tastes that are more daily meals for native Southeast Asian folk. Most recently, we opened Chimm Street inside the new Dairy Market Food Hall on Grady Ave. It's a quicker concept, but with the same great tastes. In Southeast Asia, street food is the most popular method of eating, and we're kind of trying to bring that same type of feel to the downtown area of Seaville. So for our contribution to the greens cook-off, we're going to make a quick classic stir fry of some Asian greens, specifically yu choy, which is in the same family as Chinese broccoli, but just a little milder and a little sweeter. This and other delicious varietals can be found at your local Asian market on Emmett Street, across from Bodo's. But even some other bigger grocery stores carry them from time to time. We'll be using a mix of oyster, mushroom, and soy sauces, as well as fermented yellow bean sauce to flavor the greens. Since we have such high heat coming from our woks, the dish cooks really quickly, under 5 minutes usually. Like most Asian cultures, we try and preserve the freshness of the greens by focusing on keeping a crunch and a vibrant color intact. So, without further ado, here's our version of cooking greens with PK Ross and Chef Gift.
Hey guys, welcome to Chimm Street. I'm PK, this is Chef Gift. We are going to be doing a recipe for you for the Jefferson School Greens Cook-Off. It's just a little Asian prep of greens, and we'll be doing that in just a second in this wok. So we are going to be doing greens with this. It is yu choy. Like a lot of greens that people cook with, it's in the brassica family, so it's going to be a little sweeter than Chinese broccoli, but not as mild as bok choy. It's a pretty common ingredient in Asian cooking. Just to clarify, I'm Filipino, Gift is Thai. We're making a Chinese-ish recipe, but it's just a through line in Asian food. We're all different cultures. This is going to be a lot different than some of the greens recipes you're going to be seeing. It's going to be super quick in the wok, a very quick stir fry. We're going to get all of our flavor from our sauce, which is mushroom soy, dark soy sauce, oyster sauce, and then you'll see her putting garlic, chilies, pepper, and a little bit of sugar. You can add fish sauce too. You're going to get a lot of the salt from the soy flavor. There's going to be umami from the mushroom. The dark soy sauce is very rich and deep, and that's why we're getting all of our flavor in our stir fry, as opposed to some other recipes you might see for the greens cook-off, which will be a long braise of a more bitter green. They're going to pretty much add all of the flavor will go into the pot liquor, and this is really more about the greens rather than the sauce that we're making. So all the flavor will be coming from the sweetness of the greens and then the salt and umami of the sauce. And that's the dish. It is just a quick stir fry of yu choy, and I hope you guys enjoy it.